Okay, Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. I'm just getting back from the gym. And today I wanted to just talk a little bit about my company, Restack.AI. What is it and who we are? So Restack.AI is our IT consulting business based here in Lviv, Ukraine. And we specialize in building blockchain and NFT applications for both gaming and finance. We started out in gaming, building a racing game, a duck race game. It's a simulator. It's not a game where you don't control it manually. You just enter your ducks in and then you have no control, and then an outcome is predetermined. So they call this a game simulator. So we built this for Apex Ducks, and the game is called Duck Racerz. And we built an engine, and from that engine we were able to also build another game for the Alien Worlds Metaverse. Alien Worlds is a play-to-earn game on the Wax blockchain. So we were able to actually work on two blockchains then. And we built a battle royale simulator, which took advantage of their existing NFTs. So with that, and in that process, we had to also, we're handling cryptocurrency transactions. People would pay a repair fee so they could play for free. But if they wanted to play more than a few times a day, or their piece runs out of energy, they have to recharge it using either Solana token or the TLM token. So we have a financial engine on the back that processes microtransactions, that receives payments, it pays out the winners. We can drop NFTs. So we have already created a set of tools like airdrop engine, staking engine. We are also working now on a wallet-to-wallet messenger. We have a working prototype, and we are also doing transaction listening, monitoring high-value NFTs, collections to see when the latest transactions happen so that we can reach these people. We're working on ways to reach people who recently spent $250,000 on a JPEG. I mean, I think every marketer in the world would love to reach such a person who has that kind of disposable income. But we have a way for this. And it's something we're proposing for venture funding because it's going to need a lot of money to fully build this. We have it working as like in the laboratory in a prototype mode, and it can probably do some small scale. We can do some small scale projects with it, but to really get this thing to work properly, we definitely need to bring in some outside parties to assist us, to scale the concept. But yeah, we built this company in both Norway and Ukraine, but we're going to end up, the company is going to end up, I think, over the next year being purely in Ukraine. And it's also a means to support the economy. So with some of our projects, we were able to give jobs to some locals, some freelance work, so they could earn some extra money. And it's one of our goals, actually, is to bring money from the outside, hard currency like dollars, euros, into Ukraine and pay the local talent here. And then they, of course, spend the money in the economy and pay taxes, and that keeps the war effort going. I mean, in order to support this war effort for the long term, Ukraine needs to build its economy, and that's one of our goals, is to be part of that story, that economic growth story. And I'm situated myself here. I'm an American and Norwegian citizen, but I've decided to stay here, ever since the war started. I mean, of course, I've taken a few trips, one to America, a couple to Turkey, but I'm here, my apartment's here. My whole life is here and everything. So, I'm here to supervise the projects personally, hands-on. We work now with a small group of freelancers, and we built a pretty good rapport with them. And I'm here to give them, face-to-face contact and everything. So that helps a lot. I think still 80% of communication is nonverbal, and it's the virtual way of working is evolving still. So I think you still need eyes on the ground, when you're outsourcing projects. So if you have a project to outsource, contact me, and we can set it up, and I will personally manage it. I've been doing this for 25 years, managing projects, IT projects, managing people, both near shore and remote. I've built teams in India, Ukraine, even cross-border in Sweden to outsource for Norway. Believe it or not, in Norway, there is like Swedish outsourcing of all things. There is that much of a cost differential between the two countries. So yeah, that's Restack in a nutshell. We provide IT outsourcing services, we provide consulting services, building projects for other people. And then the third thing we're building our own apps, as I discussed, like this wallet-to-wallet messenger. and a way and a marketing engine to target people who've done high value cryptocurrency and NFT transactions, who recently did it, to reach them in their wallets and get them a message, hey, here's a great offer. And I'm going to be just doing these videos occasionally, like especially when I come back from the gym. I'm full of energy and just doing them freewheel without a script, unscripted. So there might be some mistakes or some things where I have to rephrase things, but I think natural is the way to go in some situations. And then, scripted will be, there'll be some videos, of course, that will probably be scripted, like if I'm trying to do a press release or something. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, it's a nice spring morning here in Ukraine. It's March, so I think spring is coming soon. I mean, I guess technically it's still winter. I'm not really sure when winter ends. You can see here I'm freelancing it, and maybe someone can drop in the comments when is officially the difference between winter and spring. But it's going to be a hot summer here. This has been a mild winter in Ukraine. But yeah, we're right here in Lviv. It's a great town, and believe it or not, I think it's actually a great time to come here and set up a business. I think Ukraine is going to win this war. I don't think it. I know it. It's just impossible for the Russians to sustain this war, and I don't think even the Chinese want this war, because the more they support Russia, the more the U.S. is going to pull away from China and disengage, and it's going to affect their economy. America and Europe's economy together is well over $30 trillion. And the Russian economy at most is $1.52 trillion, I think, tops. So it will be costly for them. It will be very, very costly in the long run, because there's something called the power paradox. And when you use power, you lose it. So, they're flexing their power right now, but then people try to, they understand that and they have to give in, but then they keep looking for another way around it. They try to find a workaround. If there's this powerful blocker, right, the first thing on your mind is how do we get around it? And over the long term, you do find a way around it. And then that power becomes diminished. You lose it. So it's something I studied in graduate school, the power paradox. We learned it in negotiation class at the University of Illinois. And it is just one of the few things in school that stuck with me, But yeah, so this is another day working. We're going to be getting ourselves up on Upwork. We have our token listed, so I'll talk more about those things in upcoming videos. Anyway, take care and have a nice day.